Hey YouTubers, Raven here,
Starfire.
and tonight we're talking about Supergirl!
Season 5, Episode 3, Blurred Lines.
Yes, I think she crossed a very blurred line, but whatever.
You think who crossed a very blurred line?
Kara,
Yeah.
with the journals.
Mm-hmm.
She crossed the line.
Well, so did Lena.
Lena crossed the line on the season finale when she decided to go against everyone.
Well, also now that she's deciding to use Supergirl for her own gain.
Yeah. I mean, she'd kind of been planning to do that since she found out who she was.
Yeah. But she found out in the finale.
Yeah. But that moment is like, how can I get back at her? Use her for shit. Yeah, so I thought it was an overall decent episode.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I mean, it wasn't amazing. None of them so far have been, but this is only the first 3.
Yeah.
So, holding out hope.
It was cool to see Sean Astin.
Who?
The friend.
Oh,
Kelly.
Samwise.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. You know I don't know actor names.
But if you really like them, you do.
Yes. Yes, I do.
And since you really like Lord of the Rings, I thought you would know.
No.
He's also been in other things, too.
I'm not that huge of a Lord of the Rings fan. I like Lord of the Rings. I'll watch it if I want to fall asleep.
That's me.
If
somebody makes me watch Lord of the Rings again, I'm not going to guarantee that I'll be awake for the whole thing. Just saying.
I mean, I find them interesting, but
I would gladly watch Harry Potter over Lord of the Rings any day.
Yes. Me too.
And there's more movies of Harry Potter.
Yes. But if you add them all together, it'd probably take up the same amount of time.
Well, I mean, the first few Harry Potter movies aren't as long.
Yeah.
It's like as you get further in, they get longer.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. But I mean, he's been in other things, and he guest stars on a lot of like shows, and he's been in other movies and things like that. I mean, his dad, John Astin, was the original Gomez in the Addams Family.
Of which the cartoon movie we just saw.
Yes. So that's a fun fact. People didn't know that. But anyway, yeah, it was cool to see him, even though he was compromised.
To say the least, he wasn't real. He wasn't the real person.
He wasn't the real, I mean, we know that, like, he was her friend at one point, and she had pictures of her with him in her house.
Right.
But, like, he was being mind controlled. And
he wasn't being
mind controlled. It was Jean's brother.
Malik.
Malavec, yeah.
Malekek.
I think it's Malavec. Or something like that. I don't know.
It's Maladek.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. I just wanted to say it because I'm a child.
Yeah, you are.
I'm a massive child.
Aren't we all?
Only if for fun.
Only if for what?
Fun.
Oh.
So, what else did you like?
I mean, I don't know. Like, I like the stuff with Brainy and Nia, even though she hurt his feelings by telling him what she did about the poetry and stuff. But, I mean, he was going a little overboard with it.
He was going way overboard with it.
It was too much.
It was.
Like she said.
Yeah.
And, you know, I hope that they'll be okay. You know.
They will be. It's just because they still both really like each other, and Brainy can still function at 100%, throw himself into this at 100%. He just needs to realize that, like, the how to 100% a relationship isn't by going, oh, you like this one thing, I'm gonna murder you with it.
Yeah. It's like you need to have a variety.
Yeah.
With it. Like you can't just focus on one particular thing. You have to like mix it up. You have to, you know, she doesn't like just that. She likes other things too, like she
Right.
mentioned. That was just one of the things that she enjoys, but she doesn't want to be inundated with it constantly.
Yes. No one does.
Yeah, especially poetry. I mean, while it's like interesting and beautiful, it's also very like daunting.
Yes.
Because you're just like, shut up with all the rhyming, please. Thank you.
Rhyming was back then. We don't rhyme anymore.
I know. I mean, we do in music. Kind of.
But a lot of poetry doesn't rhyme anymore.
Yeah, it's true.
I like rhyming, but I don't always rhyme anymore because it's not the thing.
Mm-hmm.
It is not the current format for poetry.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And I'm glad that Nia was able to help Jean figure out some more of his dreams and visions and things like that he was dealing with regarding his brother.
Yeah. And that she could return his lost memories.
Yes.
And finding out that they're lost because of him. He did, and when he thought it was his dad, the breakdown that happened, like, I was just in awe of the scene.
Yeah.
Like, he did such an amazing job with that.
Oh, Jean or
yes,
his dad?
Jean.
Yeah.
Like, when he was like, my father committed the greatest sin of all, what a hypocrisy, and blah, blah. And, like, the breakdown he was having.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't just see it in his posture. You felt it. And you saw it play out on his face. It went from hurt to sorrow to rage. And I loved it.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. That's acting.
David Harwood, or however you say his name, is really good. Like, I think he's a really good John.
Yes.
And then his dad voices him in the animated show.
Yes.
But yeah. That was really good. And I don't know. I think what inspired Kara to actually go and retrieve the journals for Lena was what James said.
Yeah. That's exactly what did it.
And I mean, while I understand the reasoning behind it, I also think that she still went too far.
Yeah.
Because it's like, yeah, she feels bad for Lena. She wants to help her heal. She's her friend. She wants to do what she can to help her. Because that's what Kara does. She helps people. But, or as Supergirl. But, but I mean, really? Like, I don't think she should have done that.
No.
Because that's just going to further Lena's plans. It's just going to make it easier for Lena to do what she's been planning this whole time.
Well, no, you see, she knows the world needs Supergirl.
Yeah.
Like, she's not going to, like, turn it into a thing. Oh, she stole from you. You know?
Yeah.
She's not going to turn that against her. Like, she just wants to make her feel the way she felt. Betrayed. Yeah. And so Lena's going to betray her.
Yeah.
But, I mean, eventually they'll reconcile because it's Kara and Lena. They have to.
They better.
Right? Like, oh my god.
Or the writers will be serious, you know, jackasses.
Yes.
I've already been screwed over by one writer and creator. I don't need to be screwed over by others. Thanks. Yeah. Well, actually, a couple, but mainly Veronica Mars. Once Upon a Time, yeah, but I'm a little bit more forgiving of that. Just a little bit, but not that much. I'm still mad.
Nope. Hashtag forever bitter.
Oh, I'll always be bitter. But my current bitterness is not towards Once Upon a Time. My current bitterness is towards Veronica Mars. Yeah. So that's what I was talking about. Yeah. But I am still upset about what they did on Once Upon a Time, too. Oh, hell yeah. I mean, but I mean, like, is Lena's whole thing to actually, like, mind control everyone? Or is it just to get rid of the manipulation and the bad stuff?
It's just to get rid of the manipulation and the bad stuff.
Okay.
But the whole Q-Wave thing did say...
It did have something about mind control.
Yeah, how to manipulate Q-Waves for mind control.
Yeah.
And... So, I mean, it could just be a stepping stone.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you don't... In order to delete those neural pathways, you'd first have to figure out how to control them.
Right.
So, I mean, if she can figure out how to control those neural pathways, then she'd be able to figure out how to disrupt them.
Augment them or change them. Yeah. Because, like, she was telling Hope/Eve that she can't augment them. Mm-hmm. She can only read them, you know? So she can't actually change them.
Yeah. And I love... Okay, love is probably the wrong word here. Because I hate that Lena and Kara are fighting, and Kara doesn't even know it. But...
Yeah.
Like, I love Lena's reaction when she asked Kara how her new boss was going. And then Kara was explaining all the horrible things in the clickbait. Like, you could tell there was the slightest hint of, like, I got you, bitch.
Like a smirk.
Yes.
Kind of like, you know.
Yes. Like, my plan is working perfectly. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, damn. Like,
I mean,
wow.
She's really good at those expressions.
I love her so much. She's amazing.
Yeah. And it just made me laugh when, like, she said that those muffins or whatever she brought back from Dublin, like, she could always, like, send in or whatever because she's Irish. So, like, I don't know. It just made me laugh.
Now these muffins, you can fly in every day.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. When they're together as friends, I try to convince myself that there's no ulterior motive and they're actually friends. Yeah. Because my mind it does not want to comprehend the fact of what Lena is doing. Because I love her too much.
Yes, but she's not doing a good thing.
My mind says it's just a friendship and it's normal. That she's not manipulating her, that she's not using her to get Lex's diaries so that she can mind fuck people. It's just, you know.
Yeah.
Friends, and she actually needs them to heal. And
yeah, but she doesn't trust anyone because of how much she's been betrayed by friends. She doesn't! She said that!
I'm choosing to believe that when they are together as friends, they are actually together as friends. That there are no ulterior motives within the meetings and they are friends. Because my mind cannot comprehend it otherwise. Because I love the relationship too much and it would hurt me and I don't have a heart, so...
I want to get the arc reactor and be like, proof that Rochelle has a heart.
Take out Tony, write Rochelle.
Yes.
Oh, just wait till further down the road while we're watching Doctor Who. Like, there are moments and I just think about them and I start crying. So...
You have a heart.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. If you cry at something that you like and it makes you feel something, then you have a heart.
It's because they're crying on screen and it gets me emotional.
Yeah, but you've watched other things where people are crying on screen and you don't cry.
That's because they're full of bullshit. No. I'm not watching hot guys cry on screen. Unless it's Doctor Who.
What about Barry? He's cried multiple times on screen and you haven't cried when he's cried. I have. But
I haven't cried. Okay? Like, I haven't, like, fully teared up and had tears coming down my face. But I did get choked up almost every time. Strictly because he was crying on screen. He cries so well.
He does! He's super good at it!
He is. Carter's not.
Lena is.
Yes.
Katie McGrath is an amazing actress.
Yes. She so is.
Not that Melissa Benoist is not, because she is.
And she's learning.
Yes.
And you can see the difference from season 1 to now.
But she's better than Kelly.
Yeah.
Not that she's horrible.
No. But she's learning.
She's getting better.
Yes.
She's at least better than Emma.
Yes.
Thank God.
I almost didn't have anything to talk about with Kelly. I almost didn't.
Yeah.
But, you know how last week, like, it wasn't the acting, it was just something about it just fell flat for me?
Mm-hmm.
That happened this week, too.
Oh, just, like, her scenes and stuff?
Yeah, there was a scene with her and Alex, and Alex said something, but this time I think it was on the part of Alex. Mm. And that hurts me so bad.
So bad.
So bad. I can't stand it. It's so bad. When they're saying goodbye at the end. Mm-hmm. And, like, okay, every time this episode Alex goes in for a kiss and she, like, holds her face and...
Yeah.
It feels weird for me. Like, there's something about it that just is weird. And you guys know I have no issues with what they're doing on screen, okay? No. Like, legit.
I think it's just the way she's holding her face.
Maybe it's the fact that she did it each time they kissed this episode.
It's like, I mean, I don't mind when the person is, like, holding their face when they kiss them.
I think it should be, like, something like, spur of the moment, like...
Yeah.
Like, not every time. And it felt like it happened every time this episode.
Right.
And it felt forced.
Yeah, like, I feel like if you're trying to convey a certain, like, type of kiss or type of emotion, then, like, there's a time for, like, you know, cradling their face or holding their face as you kiss them or something.
Right.
Other times, like, maybe just, you know, kiss them and don't hold their face or whatever. Just, you know, be spontaneous about it. Like... I don't know how to explain it.
Like, the whole, like, the way she
was holding it was really awkward.
Like, she went in and held it like
it was really awkward.
And I'm like...
Usually it's more like, you know, your hands are played, or you're like cradling
or like
it,
it's just one,
or it's like one, or you know, something like that.
Or I don't know.
Like it's more natural.
Right. It didn't feel natural, which was really odd.
Yeah, I did.
But like, I mean, it was just those moments of the kiss that was really like that. But
and it also too, like if you have both hands and you're going like this, it's like covering it so you can't actually see
and it's
that.
like it was like that. I was like, what the hell? You can't kiss your hands.
It's like
I mean, you can.
The whole point of like them filming people kissing is for you to be able to see them doing it. So I mean, it should be, but it's not always.
No.
But you know, if you're like hiding it and covering like their face with it, then you can't.
Right. You know. I think that like what they're trying. I know they said they were going to take it slow, but they're trying to convey that Alex's emotions for her are so strong.
Yeah.
And each kiss Alex is trying to give her, each kiss Alex gives her, she's trying to be romantic with it. That's really what it feels like. You know, because the way she's going in, like, she didn't do that with Maggie.
No, she didn't.
Not every time.
Yeah.
And, like, it was rare. And it was only during the romantic scenes with them.
Right.
Like, something happened and then they ended up alone together, and then it's like this romantic kiss. And I mean, a lot of the time it was also Maggie that was initiating it, because Alex was new to the whole let's kiss girls thing.
Right.
And it felt more like Maggie was sort of the more dominant one in that relationship. But it does kind of seem like they're equal in this one. Like, neither one is more dominant than the other.
Right.
Which is very, like, weird. No, it's nice. I mean, I'm sure in the bedroom one is more dominant. Come on. But, she doesn't have to keep trying to force it to be romantic with each kiss.
Yeah. Because it's like, I think we already kind of know. Like, it's been conveyed.
And it's been said.
Yeah.
But I think it's like she's doing it subconsciously because she wants to convey those feelings to her without saying it, because they agreed on taking it like hella freaking slow.
Yeah.
You know? But it, yeah. So when she said goodbye at the end, and then she went in for that kiss, that moment, instead of having the emotional sustenance, I said it, that it was probably meant to have, like the gravitas, like it fell really flat for me. Like, and you didn't really see Kelly at all. It was all focused on Alex.
Yeah, because her hands were literally in front of her mouth when she kissed her.
Well, I mean, like, the scene, it was Alex saying goodbye.
I know. It was about Alex.
And, like, the camera was on Alex. Right. And there was something about, like, her face as she was saying, like, the moment before she leaned in for the kiss. And, like, there's something about her face the moment before that it just took me out of the, like, it just took me out. Like, I think that would have been, that's the right moment to go in for a romantic kiss, like, goodbye, right. You know, like, I don't know when I'm gonna see you again. Yeah. Like, that's a good moment.
Or, like, just a confession, too, like a romantic confession. Be like, oh, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know when I'm gonna see you next, so right. I'm just gonna tell you how I feel about you, and then right. I'm gonna leave.
Right. But, like, I mean, so then I'm gonna go get myself blown up after we get married.
Right?
But, like, that was the right moment for that. I'm not saying it wasn't.
Yeah.
But, like, there was something on Alex, like, the way she, like, her facial expression as she leaned in or just before, like, it made the entire scene fall flat. I mean, it was just like, they didn't show it for long, it was just like over and done, like a snap. Like, it was that quick. But I saw it.
Yeah.
And seeing it just made the scene fall flat. So. Yeah. Technically, my diss on their relationship this episode had nothing to do with Kelly's acting. And everything to do with my favorite character.
I mean, hey, there's going to be some times where even your favorite character is going to do something that's going to disappoint you.
Yeah.
You know? Just because they're your favorite doesn't mean they're perfect.
I know.
They're still flawed.
Officer Hot's yet to do anything to disappoint me.
I have no words. I like her, but I'm not, like, obsessed.
No, I'm not obsessed. She's just my favorite. Because she didn't choose that life. I mean, you know, she could choose to walk away from that life at any moment.
Yeah, she could.
But she chooses to stay because she's in love with Waverly.
I mean, I could bring that up about Supernatural too.
Supernatural.
Sam could have not decided to go with Dean to help him hunt and be part of the family business. He could have stayed in school and finished his education, but no, he decided to go with him.
And F everything up.
So, yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But anyways, back to Supergirl. It's not a Winona Earp show.
Or Supernatural. Yeah. Sorry, I'm not reviewing it. Sorry, not sorry. Don't come at me. I'm busy, her. Okay? I don't got no time for that.
At her, everyone. At her.
I ain't got no time for
that. But yeah, I think.
I mean, okay, like, it was good.
It was good.
And I did like some of the things that happened.
Yes. This is not how Macabre Brooks leaves, though.
No, I think he's gonna leave in like the 100th episode. Probably. I think that's gonna be his last episode. Yeah. That's just my prediction because they said the first half of season 5, which to me makes it seem like it'll be in that episode.
Well, I mean, the CW also promised us a year of the Dean Mon and produced 2.5 episodes. So.
Yeah, but the writers for Supernatural are different than the writers
for Supergirl. I know, but I'm saying it's the same network.
I know.
But, they have Kelly's actress on as a series regular this season. Mm-hmm. Therefore, she can't miss too many episodes, or she's not a regular.
Yeah.
So, she's gonna be back soon, because they're gonna deal with the brother. Mm-hmm. Soon.
Yeah.
Maybe within the next 2 episodes.
Mm-hmm. So, I'm thinking that, like, when he leaves, it'll probably be, like, when the show goes on the hiatus for the winter. Like...
You think he'll be here for the crossover?
Probably he'll probably leave before that. Like, maybe the episode before the crossover.
Wouldn't that be the 100th episode?
Probably.
Yeah.
But usually the 100th falls around, like, the 12th episode of the season.
Oh, so the later half.
Yeah. Usually. Depending on how many episodes there were in the previous seasons. If it was, like, full 22 episode seasons, then the 100th is usually around, like, 11 or 12 of season 5. But it depends. I don't know when they're going to have it be. It might be earlier because of the crossover.
Right.
I'm not sure.
Right.
But he'll probably leave by that episode. Mm-hmm. Because if Wynn is coming back for the 100th, then that'll probably be James's send-off.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure.
I mean, he's not staying longer than the 100th. Like, he belongs in the future.
Yeah.
And doesn't the actor have, like...
Jeremy Jordan?
Yeah, like, Broadway crap to get
He
back
was
to?
doing that, but I think he's done with that right now. He like goes back and forth. Like, he'll do, like, plays and stuff and, like, you know, be doing that for a bit, and then he'll, like, do something different. But he's like, he can sing, he can do all that stuff, so, like, he's usually in musicals and stuff if he does plays in theater. And the same with, like, Grant and Melissa. Like, they also have done that, too. But, yeah, so I don't know how many episodes he's coming back for, but we'll see. Anyway, like, I didn't have a problem with Kelly this episode, really.
Nope.
And, I mean, did you really think, like you were saying, that she wasn't gonna freaking be able to see those people because of her freaking eye stuff?
It's not those people. Yeah.
Or his brother? Because of that?
Right. Like, okay, the brother was so stupid. I'm sorry. But when you brainwave someone like that while they're wearing psychic islands,
I mean, she clearly stated, I am syncing with you.
So, when you try to manipulate her mind while she's within yours, you're gonna have a fucking psychic connection.
Yeah.
Like, the hell.
So that was his fault.
It was.
But yeah, so I hope that they're able to find their brother within that.
So, to quote myself, bitch, what the hell were you thinking? Like, okay.
And yeah, I hope that things are better for Nia and Rainey.
Yes.
And
I think this, like, drama will go on for, like, an episode or two.
Yeah. And then
Maybe
the freaking boss, she just pisses me off.
Yeah. But that's why she's there.
I know.
She's supposed to piss off Kara. And when she pisses off Kara, she pisses us off. Because we see everything through the lens of Kara.
Right.
So.
Yeah. But other than that, I mean, it was pretty good. I don't have much else to say.
No. So I guess
until next time,
love yourself and be happy!